and what a great day to sew something wonderful. I'm Kea with Kea Bee.
And this is Tech Guy from the Hive.
And welcome to 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. We are so excited to be back with you today for a super special episode on our channel. We went back and forth of whether we wanted to film this process, and we're just going to film it for our memory's sake.
We did a lot of planning to get this.
Yeah. So this isn't our idea. We absolutely do not want to take credit for this. This is Jen Lee at Quirks and, oh my goodness, I forgot her name. I just know her as Jen Lee.
I know her as Jen Lee.
That's what her channel name is Jen Lee.
Like Quirky Stitcher.
Let me look it up really quick.
I'm sorry.
So while I'm looking it up, it is 24 hours of cross stitch in 48 hours. They have done it different ways. The very first time, this is round 3. The very first time they did it was in 24 hours. And so that's what they did, is 24 hours in one time. It was her and her mother. She had posted about it, posted like a little blurb each hour. And everybody was like, oh, I want to, do it. So, yeah, I want to participate. And so, Quirks and Stitches, Flosstube. And so her name is Jen Lee. That's what her channel name is, but she also goes by Quirks and Stitches. So, I don't know, it's just super interesting, and we just really wanted to take part in it. So, now this is take 3, and they've done it to where they're going to do it every other month. So this month it is June 7th, which is today, through June 9th, which is Sunday. 48 hours. You choose your times. I think the majority of people are starting at 4 p.m. today. We're starting at 2. We wanted to start earlier, but life. And so we're just going to go and we're going to see how long we can stitch and then take a break when we need to and just kind of have a lot of fun with it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, this is I always kind of revert back to this this thing about when you see one of those Survivor channels or you see one of those reality shows and they're like, this is day 1 and everyone's perky.
Yeah.
I feel like this is
hour 1.
It's
going to be. We're makeup looks decent, hair looks good.
Yeah. And
by hour 12, it's going to be glasses, no makeup, greasy hair, and pajamas.
So good. It's going
to be so fun. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like a wrap up from Mania.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we are just coming off of Mania.
Yep.
So we're very excited. Let's talk about some things I did to prep before we really get started. So our house is clean. That was my number 1. I want to make sure the house is clean. That way kind of all the chores are done and they can pile up while we're doing this. Dinner is in the crock pot, and so we've got that going. I cooked a huge crock pot meal yesterday, so we've got that to kind of eat on, and then dinner right now is in the crock pot, so there's plenty of food. For the kids, a couple of people and I have talked about well, what are you going to do with the kids for 24 hours? I made 2 baskets. One is kind of a fun basket for them. So I just took a wicker basket I got on sale at Hobby Lobby, and I filled it with floor puzzles, coloring books. Our kids are 8 and 6, the ones that are participating. The 4-year-old just kind of does his own thing. So I did floor puzzles, how to draw books from Usborne. I did some sticker books. They each have little baggies of snacks that they can get when they want to. I put a couple of treats in there, some honey buns and zebra cakes and things like that. I put some stamps and markers and notebooks. They love to draw comics, so they've got all that stuff in their basket. We set them up in our board game room. We have a room in our house that's just for board games. So they have card games. They think they're as excited about it as we are because they get to do free reign of crafts and coloring and all that stuff that they want to do. So we talked about it, and we knew that we didn't want them to sit in front of the TV for 24 hours. That's not fair to them. That's not really good for them at all. And we don't allow that normally, so why would we allow it now? So it was important to me to get something and kind of hype them up and be excited about it too. So that's how we're doing it with kids. We're starting at 2, and then we'll just go however long. They usually go to bed between 7:30 and 8, and so they've got a couple of good hours, and then of course they'll have hours tomorrow.
I think it'll be prime time when they go to sleep.
Yeah.
I think that will.
I think we'll get the most production of our hour. It'll be the same hour, but I think the most production of our hours.
Because they're not going to be like left in a room.
Yeah.
You know, life happens, and we are parents first, but we were going to take just a swing at this.
Yeah.
Not the parenting, the 24 hours of cross stitching, and we're excited. I'm excited.
They're so excited.
They're actually, I think, more excited than both of us.
Yeah.
Right now, because they're in the other room doing that right now.
Okay, do you want to talk about what we are stitching? Or what our plan... Let's talk about what our plan is first.
Yeah, let's...
So our plan is, we got this idea from Jen Lee. If you have not watched her latest video, let me tell you exactly what it's called. It's called #24 Hours of Cross Stitch Take 3, June 7th through the 9th information. And it's just on her YouTube channel. And so she's just kind of explaining what her and her mom were doing. And they were watching a season, or a series of TV. Was it called 24? How ironic. And so at the end of every episode, which is about 45 minutes, they would stop and like film, or she would stop and film a little blurb. And so we thought that was a great idea. And so we're going to do something similar. At one point we were going to do a Harry Potter marathon, and then we decided those are really long, and I'm not sure that I could. I mean, I love Harry Potter, and I could watch them all together, and that's mindless TV while I'm stitching. And so we haven't really decided what we're going to do, but we'll keep you posted along the way. So our idea is maybe once an hour, we'll stop and just give a little less than 5-minute blurb about our progress, what we're doing, and go from there, so that we have a nice little vlog when this is over. You guys can watch it, and we can keep it for our memory on our channel. Yeah. So, okay, so what are you stitching?
So I've been kind of going back and forth. I'm gonna start with 3, but I'm not gonna start with 3 at the same time. I'm gonna try to finish a whip. I'm gonna finish Merry Christmas, My Dear. So I know the first 15-20 minutes, I'm going to be ripping out some of these stitches. Yeah. And then after that tree is done, I'm through the home stretch. I'm going to fill out the vine and the berries and things like that, and the rest of the deer faces, and then I can put that whip to complete and then move on. So I'm going to finish Merry Christmas, My Dear. I told you all. Are
you going to put a time limit on it? Like if you don't have it done in 3 hours, you're just going to move along?
No, I just need a power
trip.
I'm going to get it done, and it's not going to take 3 hours to do it. So I need to get that done, so I know when StitchCon comes around, I might pick up a pattern or two, and I don't want to have continuous whiffs because I'm already like, I'm already, there's already too much things going on.
It's funny to me that on the Flosstube, sorry for interrupting you, the Flosstube, last time, so many people were like, I agree with Tech Guy, I can't have more than one whip at a time.
Monogamous stitcher.
Monogamous stitcher, yes.
That might be a t-shirt.
Yes. As I'm hearing this, we have a fan on, and it is jingling, and I apologize for that. You're just going to hear that. In this whole episode, you're going to hear our kids, you're going to hear the fan blow, you're going to, this is 24 hours of filming too, so just a forewarning.
Yes.
It's going to be fine.
Yep, absolutely. So
speaking of a child.
Yes. So once I get that done, I am going to go hard in the paint on Quaker flag. It's going to be this right here.
Yeah.
Yep, you're going to pull it out. I left it in a protector because I mangled.
Mangled is not even a good word for what happened. I mangled
Frosty Forest and Merry Christmas, My Dear.
In our kind of hourly kind of push-ups or whatever, like we're going to, I told you guys are just going to see blurbs. We are going to come in a little closer so you guys can actually like see. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So you're going to see, you'll be able to see this a little closer. So you're going to work on Quaker flag too.
Yep, for a minute, and I might.
With, y'all, variegated thread. He is working, not variegated, hand-dyed thread. Yep. He is working with hand-dyed thread.
Right now, I'm going to give you, this is where I'm at right now. I know you guys can't see it, but next couple videos, next couple clips, because it's one video, we're going to show an up-close shot. So this is where I'm at right now. And then
Gosh, for you guys, it's going to look like 20 minutes.
Yes. The power of time.
Yeah.
And then I've got Needlework. What is it?
Nope. Don't say it. Just say you're see, he almost gave it away. You don't want to give away your pattern as a small because then, like, it's supposed to be like a secret.
Sorry.
So you're going to work on your small for StitchCon. I'm going to work
on my small for StitchCon. And you know what? I may have said the wrong title regardless. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
You were, yeah.
I was way off. She
anyway.
just kind of patted me on the.
So, and he's doing that on Vintage Country Mocha, which has quickly became one of both of our favorite cloths to stitch on. In fact, if you remember from our Keepsakes haul, he picked up a Christmas list from, Sugar Bear something samplers. I'm so sorry.
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we ordered Vintage Country Mocha for that because it's a fairly large piece. So
we haven't picked it up again because it's a large piece.
So you've got Christmas, My Dear, Merry Christmas, My Dear, Quaker flag, and your
secret small.
Your secret stitch.
And then we are waiting for a package.
Yeah.
This afternoon, and then that will add another project if we get that package.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it because it might be a bummer if we don't get it. So
yeah.
Either way, I've got plenty to work on with 24 hours.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm focusing on smalls for 24 hours of cross stitch. As you all know, we are doing the super exciting stitch along in July, which I know several of you are doing with us, and I'm elated. So honored that you guys would want to stitch with us, to invest that time and honestly money into stitching with us, and so we're so excited about that. So we're doing like a whole Christmas in July series. I have like 6 Christmas videos planned for quilting, which we'll have some announcements coming out in the next week or so about what that's going to look like. And then we have our cross-stitch stitch along going the whole month as well. And so with that, we're decorating our set for Christmas. And so we'll have a Christmas tree and, you know, kind of like we had last year. So for my, for 24 hours, I'm going to pull my Mania Start out of vintage Christmas samplers, and I'm going to knock out these 12 ornaments. I think it took me maybe like not even an hour to do the little ones that I have done. So I want to get these done so I can FFO them and be done and have those ready for our Christmas tree for July. And then the other one I'm working on is my small for StitchCon. And after that, after those 2 things are done, if I have time left over, I will, I'm not sure that I will, but if I have time left over, I'm going to work on the other project. So, that we have coming in the mail. So my small is going to be, I have a love-hate relationship with Chalkboard Ada. Where when we started Mania, he didn't love the idea of chalkboard, and I did, and now we flopped. My small is going to be on Chalkboard Ada, and I'm really pushing the boundaries. It's a 5x5, so it can't be any bigger than 6x6, so I'm really pushing the boundary, but it'll be okay. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll see you guys. For you guys, it'll be in 1 second. For us, it'll be in an hour. So it is 2 o'clock on Friday, and we are getting started.
Bye.
Okay, so that hour went by really fast. I feel like we're going to end up saying the same thing every single time. But I actually really felt like that hour went by really fast. So I started with Christmas, what's this called? Vintage Christmas Sampler.
Wow.
And so I'm working on the stocking right now. So I've got just a little bit done.
That looks like a lot of progress.
Yes.
Nice.
What'd you do?
Well, it looks like I've been a lumberjack for the last hour because the tree is now gone.
So you've not put any stitches in?
No stitches. I've ripped them out, but I've put in probably 4 stitches, 5 stitches to get to the tree. So the next hour for me is to get the green of the tree done because I'm now on a move. So I'll get some. Once I get stitching, I'm good to go. So why you keep stitching?
Because I'm an hour.
Oh, you're an hour. Okay.
So yeah. So that's our check-in. I guess yeah. So that's our check-in.
All right. We'll get better scripted in a little bit. All right. I'll see you guys in an hour.
Okay. I got my little ornament done. This is so cute. It's the stocking and then a little piece of candy. So I got that one done. So that's it's 3 total, but it's my first one done for the day. So
I sit down without my project. So Merry Christmas, my dear. Did all the tree down. The tree is done. All the greenery, so that is great.
I'm halfway through on the bottom vine, so I'm just knocking that out right now. And then after I get the vine done, I'll get the rest of the snow and the berries, and then should be complete in the next probably hour, maybe hour and a half.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a break, run to the post office really quick to see if our package is here.
Yep.
And then we'll just resume our third hour when we get back.
Okay.
Okay, I did not get very much done that last hour, but I did get the border done on one of the ornaments.
That's cool. Complete the length of my vine on the very bottom.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
So I completed the rest of my vine, and then now I got to do the branches and the greenery, and then after that's done, get the berries and follow up with the snow. Hopefully in the next hour I'll be very little left. So I'm going to spend as much time as the other projects, but this is where I'm at right now.
Yeah. All right, let's get another hour done.
Bye.
I feel like we say this every time, but that last hour went super quick. And something really interesting I'm finding, I don't stitch as fast as I thought I did. I feel like in my brain I was like, oh my gosh, an ornament would take an hour for me to stitch. And it's not like that at
I
all.
wish it was like that.
Yeah. So I got most of my Christmas tree put in. I have 2 more rows of that, and I think some, yeah. So I have 2 more rows of that, and then the trunk and a little like skirt thing that goes on it. So it's funny to me because I feel like I stitch so much faster than I actually do.
Oh, you tired?
No, I just needed to stretch a little bit.
So I did not get as far as I thought I was going to yet. I am completed, on the last hour, I completed the vine and I'm going backwards for the branches, and it just didn't happen. So
okay.
It's all right, and it's okay, and
I'm still having fun.
yeah, I was gonna say, what's your mood elevator?
My mood elevator?
Like, what's the mood on the...
No, I'm fine.
I'm great.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next hour. So this hour I finished the Christmas tree. And so I had like a little bit of the tree left to do in the trunk and the little tree stand. I could not think of that last time. And then right now I'm almost done with that other border. So let's see, I finished this and I finished the stocking. This next one I think is Santa. So I worked on that.
So I had a little delay in fighting with some floss, but that's where I've gotten. I'm now budding the vine on the bottom. I imagine the next hour I should get the buds done.
Yeah.
And then we're just hitting home. I want to get this project done and get the next project.
Yeah, I did decide no matter where I'm at on hour 12 with the ornaments, since they are taking me a little bit longer than an hour to finish, wherever I'm at in that 12th hour, I'm switching to my smalls.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure and have ample time to get that done. So, okay, we'll see you next hour. Okay, so we just got done with hour 5. I just yawned right as we started to talk. So my eyes are watering. Okay, I just got a little bit of no. That's only going to get worse as the night goes on. I got some of Santa's beard done and the little pom-pom that is his hat. It is just so surprising to me how long it's taking me to stitch these. Like, I just didn't think it took this long to stitch these little, I mean, they're like 2 inches.
I think it's different when you have a set time to do these projects, because I think when you're able to... You in bed, Steph?
Nope, I'm good.
Sitting strong, huh? I think part of it is the at the leisure, like you know, pick it up and put it down, and you're like, well, I think I am faster than what I am. I know I'm not fast.
Yeah.
And luckily for me, still on the buds, and it's going to be the last hour that I've worked. That's I'm going to work on it. I ran out of the green floss.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a sign for me to say, let's just put it down and pick something else up.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be 6 hours that you worked on this.
So I think it was like, my thought process was way wrong of how much I had left on Merry Christmas, My Dear.
Yeah.
And I got a good chunk of it done. I thought I had a couple hours left. That didn't happen.
Sorry.
Get a yawn counter here. I'm still ready to go. I'm still moving around. We've switched into our living room
to stitch
for the last 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2 hours. We'll probably be there in a few more hours.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. So I'll be starting on a new project for the next hour.
Yeah. So timestamp, our 6th hour is going into 11:30. So we'll see how it goes. See you in a bit.
Okay.
We're already confused on how many hours we've gotten done. I've tried to track, like I write down what I did the last hour. Like as soon as we stop filming, I turn it off and write down what I did the last hour. So I think in our last clip we said we were going into hour 6, but that's not true. We're going into hour 7. You'll already know this because the video will be edited to say that, but it means that we said in our last clip, well, that was wrong. So, okay, it's like 12:15, and so
Get Santa.
I've got Santa. I still have the top, like I have one more row of his hat, and then I have to fill in his eyes and his face, and then I'll start on the next one.
You are knocking these ornaments out.
I'm not. I feel like I'm stuck right now. And I was looking at like the rest of the ornaments and there's a lot of stitching. I think the candy canes probably did take me an hour because it was not very much stitching.
How you feel?
Good, I'm kind of hitting
Yeah.
I'm hitting a wall just because, I don't know.
We've been working on it for several hours.
Well, yeah, but everybody's working on it together and that's the exciting thing.
Right.
So, anyway, we don't want these clips to be like super long.
Alright. Oh, mine.
Yikes.
This is where I'm at.
Oh, yeah, so he switched.
Quaker flag. It's part of the stitch along.
You ran out of floss.
I ran out of floss on Merry Christmas, my dear.
Yeah.
It was time to put it down. And off to, I think I've got 7 rows left.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll catch you on the next hour.
Good morning. We did not intend for it to be morning. After the last clip, I was so exhausted, but I mean, it was like the end of a normal night for me. And so we were both like, okay, let's just lay down for like 2 hours. It was 7 o'clock next time we knew it. So, but that's okay. That's why we have 24 hours in 48. And so we're just team sleep, and that's okay. But our first hour this morning has been super productive. I finally finished Santa and his little face and his rosy cheeks. So I forgot to say this at the beginning, I'm not adding any of the buttons, like the FFO part of it. I'll add buttons after I've made them into ornaments, or like right before anyway, I'll add buttons later is what I'm trying to say. So, just an update. I've got Santa done, the Christmas tree done. I already had the candy canes done, and I already had the gingerbread done. And then I've got the stocking done. So next, I'm working on a mitten. So, and we figured this out. We went back and Tech Guy uploaded our clips to the computer. We figured this out. Now, we just finished our 8th hour. And so, we didn't do very much on Friday, but that's okay. So, the majority of our 24 hours will be done today and tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what I've gotten done. I'm on Quaker flag now because I ran out of floss on Merry Christmas, my dear.
We're going to run to the store later and grab the floss he
Grab
needs,
the floss.
but-
I just want to be done with it. And then I should be done with the blue section of the flag and start working on the rest of the pattern. I haven't looked at the pattern for probably an hour now, just because after you get into certain grooves, you kind of know where to stitch and where not to stitch.
Yeah.
So I like the pattern. I love it. It's simple.
And what we decided earlier, or what I decided earlier, was no matter where I'm at on hour 12, I'm going to stop and start working on my small for StitchCon because I need to get that done. And so no matter where I'm at halfway through, I'm going to stop and work on that.
I think it's a good idea.
So
I might jump on that boat. Depends where I'm at on Quaker flag. So, all right.
All right.
We'll
We
see you
will
guys later.
see you next hour. I forgot to say I put on my cross stitch shirt today.
I put on a new shirt today.
We did change clothes.
Yes.
I I don't think this is actually intended to be a cross-stitch shirt, but I don't, because I got it like 2 years ago probably, but it looks like one. It's from Lori Holt B, and I bought it through the Fat Quarter Shop. Sorry, we're eating a snack. Okay, what'd you get done?
I got the
Boom, you got a lot done.
blue flag.
Boom roasted.
Boom roasted. I was hasteful about right here. Well, not like right here, but like right here. So
Not so much here or here, but right here.
So
we're just full of movie quotes today.
Yes, and that's what I've done so far. You?
So you just have to rip out like 3 stitches.
Yeah.
I got the border done because I had to rip out like one of the whole sides because I have done this pattern now 6 times, and on the 6th one I got it wrong.
Not muscle memory yet?
I guess not. So I had to rip that out. Our package got delivered, so we're gonna run to the post office really quick, and we're gonna pick up his thread, and then we'll be back. For you it'll be a second, for us it'll be another hour, and then we'll start our hour, so we'll see you in 2 hours. But for you it'll be like 2 seconds.
Movie magic. Alright.
Go! I'm working on the mitten, and so I just have like the little mitten part itself. So I got the heart in the middle done, and it's cuffling, and then I just have the actual blue for the mitten. So I should be able to get this done, and maybe start on the border of the next one. We just finished our 10th hour, and so I've got the 11th hour, the 10th, the 11th, and then the well, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Yeah, so we just finished our 10th, so I'm going to go into the 11th hour, into the 12th hour. So I've got 2 more hours I can work on this project before I switch to my small.
Yeah. I think we have a lot done there. I got the first star done, working 3/4 of the second star.
Yeah, you had some trouble finding that pattern.
Yeah, the pattern it's a cool star. I like it. It's just my eyes weren't tracking when I was trying to stitch, and it just happened. So I did it actually twice. So I had to go back and take some stitches out. I didn't rip them, but I'm trying to get the pattern down. Once I get the pattern down, I'll know exactly what I need to be doing. So
yeah.
I'll be doing the same thing with Kea. A couple more hours, and then I'm going to start on my small.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we are just, let me check my sheet before I say anything I don't know. We are just wrapping up hour 11. It looks kind of like a light bulb right now, but it's going, because I have the thumb left to do. Yes. And then I'll be finished with this one. This is my last hour working on this project.
Yep. And as of right now, I have completed the star and almost 3/4 away. He's
yelling at the dog to go night-night.
And then this will be my last hour on this project as well, and I'll start the small with Kea. So we're gonna do something together.
I'm so excited to start my small.
Yep.
So.
She's gone.
She's gone. Okay, we'll see you next hour. Okay, in this 12th hour, my hair's gone up. It's okay, I made it halfway through with my hair down and curly.
My hair's gone up too.
So, for me, I finished the cutest little mitten you ever did see. And I started the, you might be doing 24 hours of cross stitch if you have floss on your clothes.
On the back.
And then I started the border of another one. So for my first 12 hours, I did this guy, started the border on this one. I did the stocking and the piece of candy. I did the Christmas tree. And I did Santa. And then previously I already had the gingerbread and the candy cane.
You knocked out a lot.
Already done. Well, I already have those 2 done.
I know, but you were like cranking them out.
Yeah, I was just really hoping I was going to get all of them done, but I just didn't. But that's okay.
We're changing gears.
Yeah, so I'm changing gears now to my small for StitchCon. And if I should get that done, every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this done in the next hour, it takes me longer to do it. So,
life happens.
Huh?
Because life happens. Right now, just life.
Well, no, like, it's not like I'm getting up to go do other things. Like, the kids are great. They're doing so
crazy.
Our kids are the best kids
They think
ever.
it's like fun con for them. And
Yeah.
they have like crafts and puzzles on the floor, and they're spending time in here.
Yeah.
And like things
They're
like that.
loving it.
They're loving it. Like they.
Yeah. So, but every time, it's not, like I said, it's not because I'm getting up to do anything. It's just because it's like taking me longer to stitch than I thought it was. So I am going to put away Vintage Christmas Sampler. Literally, I'm going to throw it on the floor and be done with it. I'm going to put away Vintage Christmas Sampler, and I'm going to start on my small. I'm doing a small from Tiny Modernist for StitchCon, and I'm super pumped about it. It's not one I've seen anybody do before, and so I'm really, really excited about it. Speaking of children, he's bringing us frozen waffles, so I think for 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he must want waffles. So. Waffles.
Yeah, we'll get you waffles. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, I'll take the waffles.
Thank you. Oh, big burp. Alright, and then this is what I've gotten from right here. Say hello. No? Okay.
Very curious.
So, 3 stars and a third, and my phone going off like crazy. And then
hey, we told you that this vlog was going to be like,
it's life.
You're going to hear things.
And then kind of recap. I've gotten down here. I've got some more floss, but I'm done with this for the 24 hours.
Yeah.
Waffles. And then I am going to switch up and go to the
Little House
Needleworks, which I'm super excited. I love the collection. It's for the small, so for StitchCon. So I'm super stoked about starting and kind of switching gears and doing this one. So
okay, we better go make waffles. See you next hour. Bye. I'm gonna say this out loud and then it's gonna change. I feel like I'm like super productive in the hour because they feel like longer now. If that makes any sense. So I feel like I'm getting more done. I don't know if that's really true. So we deliberated with some help of a friend, and we're gonna go ahead and show you our smalls for StitchCon. It is the first time we're doing a smalls exchange, so I thought it was customary that like you don't say, because I always watch everybody else's Flosstubes and they're like, oh, and I finished my small, but I can't show you. So I just thought, and it's kind of up to everybody. So for StitchCon, I'm going to go ahead and show you our small since it is a part of 24 hours of cross stitch. And so we'll go ahead and show you that now and show you the progress we made on the first hour of working on them. So do you want to go first this time?
Ladies first.
Okay. So I chose a Tiny Modernist pattern, which I told you before, and my printer really, really stinks. So the picture on this is going to be terrible, but I'm going to try and show you anyway. Let me take it out so there's no glare. So I chose Liberty Pillow. I'm not going to finish it into a pillow. I'm going to do something else with it. But y'all, like, I love this pattern, and I had not seen any. I see everybody else, not everybody. I've seen a few people doing the other one with like the little sheath that she has, and it's super cute too. I think it's just called like, I don't remember what it says. But I loved this one, so this is the one that I purchased, and I'm gonna do. It's gonna finish at 5 by 5, so and it can't be any bigger than 6 by 6. So yeah, so that's gonna be mine, and I'm so excited. And the progress I made in, you can't see, the progress I made in the first hour is, you probably still can't see, where is it? Right here, the little house. I've done the roof and the windows. So I had a little distraction and had to go take care of that. So there we go. What are you doing?
Awesome. So I absolutely love this series, and this is the first time I'm taking a crack at it.
Hometown Holidays is what he's talking about.
Hometown Holidays, a Little House Needleworks. That's the picture of it, which is this is also for the small exchange. It's a Needlework shop. And I've gotten some of the I would say part of the roof, but this is part of the roof.
Yeah, it's like a striped,
Right.
like it's like the canopy.
Yeah.
On this is a really cute pillow. It's like the canopy on the building.
Yep.
So if you all remember in our Keepsakes haul, if you watched that, we picked up one of the hometown holidays because we liked the design of it. I picked up the schoolhouse because duh, and he picked up the coffee shop. And then Fat Quarter Shop sent us all of them except for one, and so he chose a small from that since we already had them, and he's doing the Needlework shop, which is great for StitchCon. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's
it's appropriate.
A theme.
Yeah. So
that's where we're at right now.
keep going.
We keep going. I'll see you in the
Timestamp. It is timestamp. I don't have my phone. It is 4 o'clock. All right, we'll see you in the next hour. I promise we don't sit like this when we're actually stitching.
This is too close.
We are sitting mostly at the studio though because it's so much more comfortable, and the studio we have is like 20 by 20. Like, I'm so blessed to have such a big studio in our house, and so the kids have just been in here playing and, like he said, doing floor puzzles and stuff. So anyway, I got the house done. Again, you can't see it. There you go.
Yeah,
I got the house done, and then some of the grass. So I'm just stitching along. I'm loving this pattern. I think I just love like switching up a little bit. So I'm going to hopefully knock out a lot of this grass in the next hour. Is that funny
I
to
am
you?
tired, so anything like that will be.
Will you act like we're on hour 14 or something?
Because we are.
10 more hours.
That's where I'm at. Working on the
It
roof.
looks so good. I know it's DMC, but the way that green is laying, it looks like variegated, or not variegated. I always say that hand dyed.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm just
Do
going.
you like this cute little needle minder that yours truly made?
Boom, custom.
Boom, custom. Please don't look at my nail polish.
But that's where we're at. So we got another hour ahead of us. I think I feel great.
Yeah.
Halfway through, and really knocking this stuff out. So.
Okay, we are just finishing hour 15. We're getting there.
Already?
Already, hour 15.
Feel refreshed.
I do. Yeah, my eyes are really hurting only because my contacts. I know I said that a few hours ago, but I really probably should go take my contacts out and let my eyes breathe a little bit. So I got a bunch of the grass done on this guy. I think it's super cute. So yeah, I'm loving this color.
I like the house.
Yeah, I'm loving this
I like
already.
the house a lot.
I'm already like making plans of when I'm going to stitch this for our house. And I'm going to take that red door, make it a yellow door, because that's kind of my thing. So, anyway, because duh.
Cool. Got a lot done. A lot. So,
Yeah.
I've got 3 colors on there. Starting the 4th color, white, and moving on up.
Move on up.
So that's where we're at. That's going to the 15th hour update.
No, we just finished the 15th hour. We're going into our 16th.
16th hour on top of the hour.
I'll take care of that.
I'll take care of that.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, we just got done with our 16th hour. It is 7 o'clock, and we're still going strong. I got some more grass done.
She was really excited.
Story of my life.
She thought she
Grass?
could change color, and
I know. Because the way, here, I'll just show you the very bottom of this chart. The way my printer, like, printed it, it looks like it changed colors, and it didn't change colors. I must have be low on that color of ink. And so, I thought it was ready to change colors. You know, like, you want to, like, I don't know. You want to, like, change it up a little bit. So, Okay, where are you?
Still on the roof. You can't really see it. I got a lot of white. 2 rows.
I love it.
Starting to, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
we
up.
are starting to look rough.
I've been looking rough for a minute.
My hair is, it's okay. And
How
this
you feel?
makeup, but fine. My makeup is about to come off. I've been wearing makeup for like 25 hours straight because because we were getting right back up last night. I was like, oh, I'm not going to take off my makeup because we're getting up in 2 hours. I'll just refreshen because I wear like hardcore finishing stuff to like help my makeup stay on. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like, no, I gotta take my face off. So y'all are about to see another side of me that you're not used to, but it's okay.
It's all right. We're going strong.
We are family.
Yes. So we will see you in the next hour. It will be the what? 17th hour?
Yep, we will have completed our 17th hour.
All right, I'll see y'all soon.
Toodles. All right, here's where I'm at. Got this grass finished, now I'm on to like bushes and there's like 2 little sheep over here and then bushes on this side. So I'm gonna work on this the next hour. I haven't gone to like take up all my makeup and stuff, but it is 8 o'clock for a timestamp.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely, and then I am doing the border on the rooftop. There's a triangle that's supposed to go up. I'm not there yet. I'm going to try to fill up the rest of this, but this in itself is taking an hour. So I'll see what happens in the next hour, and the hour would be going to the 17th.
Let me check my little sheet. We just finished with hour 17.
We're going to hour 18.
So we should be going into hour 18. You guys already know if we're wrong because he'll flash a thing that says what hour we're on.
Yep.
But
so that's where we're at. We're still feeling strong. Still feeling good.
Yeah. Just got the kids down for bed.
Yep. And I think that's. I mean, life happens. We gotta do that. So.
Yeah. So technically, it's like 8:09, and we usually film like 5 minutes before the hour, but it's because we need to get the kids to bed and.
Yeah. Make sure they're settled for the night.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in an hour.
Bye. Okay. So we are just getting done with hour 18. And it is about 9:20. We took a little bit of a break, just like a 20-minute break. The baby was having a hard time going down for bed, so I wanted to like make sure and snuggle him for just a few minutes while he fell asleep. And then I needed to like clean up and change into some more comfortable pajamas. I know how much more comfortable can you get than a t-shirt and leggings, but anyway. So I just felt like I needed to change a little bit and take my contacts out, and that'll probably help me really to get through this last little bit. We are scheduled to be done about 5:30 in the morning, and so we'll just get through it, and it's gonna be exciting. Yeah, I guess you probably want to see mine. So I finished this bit of grass, and I realized that I just did a straight slant over here, and it actually called for a step down in one of the rows, and I didn't do that. So then when I'm getting over here, like my stitching is a little bit off. So I stopped doing all grass for a minute. I'm going to continue to at least do the white border so I can stay within the frame of the project because, like I said, this picture is awful because my printer ink. But there's like this little white border, and I want to make sure I stay within that frame and center it onto that. So I stopped for just a few minutes and started focusing on that border. So I'm getting used to the chalkboard block. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I think once you get to the point that you get stuck or frustrated at a certain part, I wouldn't say frustrated, you just need to change your pace.
Yeah.
The patterns allows you to do that and to take another stitch somewhere else and kind of change it up and then and go back to that later. So I'm still in the white fill. I've got a lot more done. My back looks actually phenomenal. Like, toot toot, like my own horn. Like, I am taking the time. The white part of this is the second biggest piece in this, so I feel super confident to get the white on the roof done, and then if I can get the outline in the building and the building done, I'm in great shape the next couple hours. So I'm going to continue to fill in the white, finish the roof, and then drop down to the actual building. Then after that, it's just a couple of trees, like 3 trees. So I'm just kind of steaming along. I feel great. A couple of caffeinated beverages helped. Got some snacks still that's dwindling down from the snack basket. But I'm ready to go. We've watched so many different things in the background, listened to so much music in the background. Now we're just kind of like ready to dig our heels in and finish this up. It's like home stretch.
We both did kind of figure out, so something you might not know about me, I refuse to open an Etsy shop. I will not sell any of my quilts. I love, giving gifts is my jam. That's how I love so hard, is giving gifts. I love to think of things to give people, and so that's what I do with most of my quilting. I gift it. I love doing that. But when it comes to cross stitch, I'm nervous, y'all. Like, stitching this for, like, knowing that it's going to someone else, like, I don't know. I think we both figured that out, that we were like, holy cow.
This is for someone's gonna.
This is like for someone else. It's not for us to enjoy in our home. And I've never given anything away cross stitch. I've only ever cross stitched for myself. When I was little, I gave them to my parents and stuff, but not like anything. So we're definitely like slowing down a little bit because it is for someone else.
And I hope they enjoy it, right? Like,
yeah.
That's part of it, that we want to spend the time and want to make sure that we are good stewards of that time. And we want to give this to, and I know whoever gets it at StitchCon is going to enjoy it.
Oh yeah,
I think they're gonna, because they've spent some time on their item too. So it's, I'm just excited to give this to someone, and we'll move on. So I can't wait for this next hour to fly by, because I feel like the last several hours have flown by. I think the first couple hours for me was a little slow.
But I feel like a good production amount today.
Yes.
And the hours we've done today, I feel really good, like, amount of production.
Absolutely.
So. Okay. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Okay, there's a lot of glare off my glasses. We just wrapped up hour 19, and so we are getting ready to start hour 20. And I made the cutest little sheep you ever did see. Let me see if I can.
We had to swap places.
We did have to swap places, yes. So, where are they? Right here. I made like the cutest little sheep ever. I love them. And then I finished the border, made those little sheep, did like the little fence up here, did the legs of Mr. and Mrs., and I'm ready to go. Conquer the next hour.
So I did fill in the white here, which is great. I'm not going to go for this hour. I'm not going to go up and down. I'm going to actually start on the building, which is the second biggest piece of the project.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be on there for probably a couple hours.
How many stitches is yours total?
What does it say?
It doesn't.
Sure. It doesn't say.
Or it doesn't quickly say, like,
yeah,
to where we could read it.
Yep.
So we're just getting to work.
Yep. We got final stretch.
Final stretch.
Final stretch. Final stitch.
No, not final stitch, but final stretch.
Final stretch.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Toodles. Okay, I feel like the hour went super, super quick. I got their clothes and their faces done, and that's it. I'm not really sure where that hour went.
I'm not either.
I feel like it went super, super quick. I mean, we ate, so maybe that's where part of it went, but yeah. I don't feel like I stitched for the better part of that hour. We have been stitching for an hour, then we stop and film, we run to the bathroom, like, do whatever we need to do, like, grab a drink, and then we come back and stitch. So, like, when we say we've stitched now 19 hours, like, we have stitched the better part of 19 hours,
yes.
So.
Yep, and then I've only gotten 2 columns done.
Yeah.
Which I really wanted to do more, so.
It's okay. Got another hour.
Yep, I'm going to try to do the top frame of it, and then go down, and then we'll go from there.
Yep. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Welcome back. We just finished hour 21, and I did a ton and then had to rip a ton out. So, I didn't get a ton of progress. So I think last time I showed you I had like maybe his feet done. I don't remember. But I did like their clothes, and then I ended up having to rip him out because I was 1 row off. And then I did like the flagpole, and I was 1 row off of that too. So then I had to rip out that whole thing. So that was fun. In hour 21. You?
She hasn't seen it.
I haven't, because I've been ripping.
Boom.
Let me see. Holy cow.
I was moving and grooving.
Yeah.
To the beat. So, this next hour, I'm gonna finish these 3 columns here. There's gonna be a door, and then finish here. If I can get this next hour, which is very lofty goal,
Yeah.
I'll be really, really happy.
Timestamp, it is 12:30.
Okay.
My hair is looking rough, guys.
Mine too.
This is just a Kea Bee you've never seen before. Anyway, 12:30. We've got 22, 23, and 24 left.
3 more hours.
3 more hours.
All right. See you
We'll
soon.
get going. Okay. It is 1:30 and we just finished our 22nd hour. Yeah. So that's pretty fun.
It is.
And pretty exciting. So, gosh, I hope we've gotten all these timestamps right and like all these. Ugh. But anyway, I think we finished our 22nd hour. I've been like, Jen Lee like posted this on that Facebook group, and so I printed it out, and I've been trying to keep track of like, not necessarily my stitch count or anything, and I haven't kept track of my mood or anything like that because we have it all on video. But I've been trying to like write down what I've worked on each time and the little timestamp. So like yesterday, hour 1 was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I've been trying to like write down the timestamp and then what I did during that hour. And so I think we just finished our 22nd hour. So
At least someone's keeping track with. I'm just along for the ride.
yes, we have 2 more hours to go. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I don't feel like I'm gonna get it done.
You don't?
No, not like the 24 hours, but like the project itself. Yeah, no. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks cute.
Okay.
Look at that.
So I finished Uncle Sam and his little clothes and everything. So I finished that and his little cute hat. Filled in more of this green grass down here. So I'm going to keep working on that and then maybe go to that side and then up the flagpole and see how far I get.
You did a lot.
It helps when you don't rip out stitches.
No, that happens. That's where I'm at. Storefront on what's sun. Yep.
What was that?
Storefront.
Wow. That is so cool looking.
So, debating on where to go from here. I might finish up the windows with stuff in it or go in the snow. I'm not sure. So, next 2 hours, I'll really know in the next hour how much I've gotten done and then go from there. But I would like to get this done. If not, the 24-hour cross stitch like soon. Like after this is done, get this done because this is going to StitchCon.
Yeah. And tomorrow, like we have family coming over and stuff, and we'll stitch and stuff like when we want to.
Yeah, I'm not burnt out.
I'm not either. I thought I might be a little burnt out and like want a couple day break, but I don't feel that way at all.
Going hard in the paint.
Pretty excited about it. 2 more hours. Let's go.
I'll see you.
All right. We are rounding into our very, very last hour. So hour 23, I got some of this side done. I had to, redo the one of the sheep's head because it's only 4 squares that came out. So I had to redo that, and that's about it.
Working on the rooftop.
Yeah. So timestamp, it is 2:30, right? Yeah, 2:30. So we are putting in our 24th hour right now. We're so excited. So we won't come back after our 24th hour. We will just, we'll talk. Well, no, I guess we will come back. We'll come back one more time after our 24th hour. So you make sure and see what we got accomplished. And then we'll talk about everything. Maybe tomorrow we'll
do something.
We'll
wrap it up.
So, yeah. All right. We'll see you in a bit. We did it. It is our 24-hour mark, and I'm surprisingly like feeling totally fine. Last night we had gotten to a point at it's like maybe 12:30 or 1, and I was exhausted, and I think it's just because I didn't sleep well the night before, and so that's why we decided to #team sleep. But right now, I'm feeling fine. It's 3:30, and I never hit like a wall where I was like, okay, if I just push through, I'll be okay. So, in this last hour, I finished the grass over here, put the flagpole in, and the 2 hearts. And so, let me see. I don't know if that really helps, but, so yeah. You can't tell, maybe you can. each one of these lines of grass is a different color. Like, they alternate. And so that took, like, a lot more time than I thought it would. And over here, the same. And so, and then that flagpole was pretty tall. So I just felt like I was super productive that last hour. I loved it.
Right.
So.
I've got the outline of the roof.
Yep.
And probably
love that.
So I've got the roof still, got to finish the windows, a couple trees, and the snow when it's done, but majority of it is completed.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Okay, so we are going to clean up and head to bed. And tomorrow we'll film a recap and kind of put that here for you. It'll just be a second. And kind of recap our time as 24 hours. So we did 24 hours in 37. So 37 and a half, I guess. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. I loved it. And I don't know, we'll debrief tomorrow and let you know what our plans are for the future.
Thanks.
All right, good night. It is about it's exactly 1 week after 24 hours of cross stitch. And oh, what a week it has been. If you follow us on Instagram, you all know that we did film our 24 hours. By the time you're watching this, you will have just finished watching our 24 hours. And so if you follow us on Instagram, you know that this video was coming out a little bit late because we had a little bit of a hiccup in our week. So as I kind of said in one of the clips prior to earlier in this video, our son, our youngest, was battling a really bad headache, and it just would not go away. And I just dropped my ring. And by Tuesday, I mean, he was miserable. And so we called the doctor, kind of did our whole process of like what we need to do, went into the hospital. They kept him for just a little over 24 hours. And so that was kind of a really big part of our week. And when things like that happen, we've told y'all like this before, when things like that happen, our family literally drops everything. We just kind of corral around him and our other 2 children and whatever they need. Like, they are top priority. And so we kind of like needed to wait to finish filming this outro, discussing 24 hours, what we loved, what we would change, what we would do a little bit differently, what we will continue doing, all of that stuff. So we needed to kind of process what had gone on in our week before we could do that. So we are finally at a point where we can do that. He's resting. They're actually all resting right now watching a movie. So 24 hours of cross stitch. I had a ton of fun. I loved it.
I did too. I had a lot of ups and downs. I think that when we first started, it was a hard go. It was like a locomotive.
Yeah.
Like you were just trying to start, and then once it was going, it was great.
Yeah. I felt like Saturday night was the best night we had.
Yes. By far, it was Saturday night. I mean, you can actually, I think you can see it in the videos.
Yeah. It's funny to see our, like, we start, like, so excited.
Like
we even say it, like, we're going to be so excited, like, so pumped, ready to go. And then as the hours go on, we're, like, more and more tired. But I think it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a good wrap-up for Mania.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so since then, just in the little bit of time that we have had, I finished up my small for StitchCon. And so this is, Liberty Pillow, which is Sweet Land of Liberty. I'm trying to grab something so maybe you could see behind it here. Okay, so we've got Sweet Land of Liberty. It's all finished. And I love it. We just went to the store this afternoon with my mom and got all the stuff to do both of our finishings for StitchCon. So hopefully early this week I will get those completely finished and be ready to go. We are like 11 days away and I'm really, really pumped.
We've got a lot to do in the next 11 days. So
Yes.
It's not a rest point for us.
No.
We've got things going that we've got to cluster film and things like that.
Yeah. So I finished that. I had gotten... Well, you will have just saw the clip how far I got at the end of 24 hours. And then throughout the week, I just kind of picked it up and worked on it little by little.
Same thing with me.
Yeah.
It is done.
Needlework shop. Love it.
Needlework shop. Love it.
Again, this is Hometown Holidays from Little House Needleworks. And we will be doing the entire set for our collection here at home. But he felt like it was totally appropriate to do that for StitchCon.
And it's probably my best work out of the 3 projects, I know I'm still a novice at this, but this was probably my best work.
It looks really, really good, and the things we got to finish it are super cute.
Yeah, and I know that whoever gets this will be very appreciative.
I'm nervous. I'm so nervous to give it away. So
it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is all. What would you do differently? Are we going to do the one in August?
Yeah.
I kind of like had a thought yesterday where I was like, I could do that once a month. Like, I could do 24 hours once a month.
I'm not sure if I could.
You don't think so?
I mean, we'll see what
So
goes.
there's another one scheduled for August. We'll get you the dates later on. I know Jen has posted them, so you can head over to her YouTube channel, and she will explain when the dates are in August. She's going to be doing it every other month. And so, is there anything, that's what I was saying, is there anything you would change?
No, I just think, I was trying to cram a lot of projects in, and I was not realistic in what I was trying to wrap up, because I want to wrap up whips because I'm a monogamous stitcher. So I'm trying to get the whips done, and that's it. And just my mindset. This was my first time going into this, our first time going into this, so I had expectations and I didn't lower them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it was a good experience. It was an experience. It was something different than we've never done before, and I liked it.
Yeah. So something I would have changed. I don't know. The kids did so great. They really thought it was such a great time. We got a lot of our stitching done overnight. I think I would sleep a little bit better before we started. On Friday night, I was really the reason we went to sleep for that little bit and ended up sleeping all night because I was just exhausted from the night before taking care of him. So I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was really cool, and I felt like it was I was really productive until I got super hazy-eyed and exhausted. But we're okay. So
yeah, it was good. It was a good. Yeah. It was something that we did together, and I don't think we would have been this successful if we did it separately.
Yeah, I think it was a really good prep for StitchCon and how much we want to stitch while we're there. We'll see how much of that actually happens with the chatting and the visiting and meeting and all that stuff. So we'll see. But I thought it was really great.
I loved it.
Yeah. So if you have been watching this entire time, we appreciate you so much. We are now, I'm sure, well over an hour into this video. And to really show our appreciation for this wonderful stitching community, y'all know that we are doing a sew-along in July. We're doing Christmas in July. We are doing the Sue Hillis Designs Home for the Holidays. I'm sorry, I almost got that wrong. And we've already given away 1 pattern and 1 DMC floss pack, and we want to do that again. Ooh. So comment down below if you have watched most of this video. We would love to hear from you. What was your favorite hour? What was your funniest? What made you chuckle in our hours of weariness? And so comment down below what was your favorite hour. Again, remember, don't say giveaway, don't say free or anything like that. Just let us know what your favorite hour was. We will pick a winner, and we will quickly announce that next week and get that in the mail before we leave for StitchCon, so you have it in plenty of time. We'll give you the pattern and the coordinating DMC color pack.
Because we were a little behind on giveaways, and we have sent them out.
Yes.
Video.
Again, we appreciate your patience with that. The last 2 giveaway winners, they had a little bit of a wait because, But
you're getting them, if not already gotten them.
Yeah, by the time you watch this, hopefully you've already gotten them.
Yes.
So
if not, email us.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the Hive. Thank you for your patience, for being an amazing community. And we just can't wait to continue this Flosstube journey. Stay tuned later this week as we will be posting another quilting tutorial. Super duper fun. I loved how this quilt turned out. And so definitely stay tuned later this week. Have a great week.